Hello everyone, so in today's tutorial I'll be showing you how to make a reversible pinafore peplum blouse. If it's your first time here, welcome to this amazing family. Kindly subscribe, like and leave a comment. Let's begin. And yeah guys, here are the materials I'll be using today: a basic bodice pattern plus 2 African print fabric for each side of the pinafore top. So like you saw earlier, I've already drafted a basic bodice pattern and I'm going to draft it further for this particular top design. And to begin guys, on this shoulder line, I'm going to measure 1 inch from the armhole area. And after that, I'll be connecting it to the midpoint of my dart down here. So I'll just take a ruler and draw a very straight line connecting the 2 points. And then also cut along the drawn line. So now this is the part I'll be using. The next thing I'll be doing is to trace out the pattern paper on the fabric. And I've folded this material because I'm about to cut the front parts first. I'll start by pinning the pattern on the fabric for it not to move guys. I think 2 pins will do. I'm now going to cut the fabric, leaving about ½ an inch around the shoulder area and then also ½ an inch on the sides. And after cutting guys, this is what I have for the front part. I now want to cut the back part from this same front pattern, and this time I'm aligning the pattern paper with the edge. And remember, it's folded at that point. That means it has no joint at the back center. I'll start pinning from this end and continue with the same all round, and then cut after I'm done. And because I don't want the back neck depth deeper as the front neck, I'll measure 1 inch neck depth and also cut. And here I'm cutting out excess fabric on the sides. Then I'll just go ahead and remove all the pins I used earlier. And that's it. And what I'm going to do next is to trace out the front and the back pieces on this red fabric as well. Over here, I have 2 different fabrics for each side of the pinafore top. And I'll start arranging them for stitching. I'll first align the shoulders and pin them down. I'll then head over to my sewing machine and stitch on the pinned area. I'll do the same also for these other pieces as well. This is what I have after I was done stitching. Ironed the seams flat too, that is around the shoulder areas. So guys, I'm going to show you how to stitch them so that you do not end up with any wrong side. That's what we mean by reversible. I'm aligning them before I start pinning. Make sure they are aligned very well. Then I'll start to pin from this neck area and continue with the same all round. After I'm done with pinning, I'll again head to the sewing machine and stitch around this area. Also stitch on the sides from top to bottom on both sides guys. And remember, I'm leaving these parts open. This is it after stitching. I'm now going to notch all around the neck area I'm doing this since I want it to fold easily after turning everything inside out. I'm now turning this whole piece to its right side, and it's now time to iron it. I'll head on the ironing board and iron it flat. This is it after ironing, guys. I have cut the peplum, that is the flare. I wanted it in 1080 degrees, so I cut 360 degrees flare 3 times. This is the first one, and I cut it for the outer and the inner peplum with these 2 fabrics I've been using. Let me know in the comment section if I should do a tutorial on how to come up with a 1080 degrees flare, guys. I'm then going to join the 3 flares so that we have one joint one for the peplum. Here are the flares joined, and I also pinned the top and the bottom edges, as you can see. This makes it very easy to work with. So the next thing I'm going to do, guys, is to shape the ends, which is the front center now. You can decide to shape it without drawing, but for me, I'll draw a shape I want it in before cutting. After cutting, I'm then going to stitch all round like this. It's now stitched on the side edges all round. I'll then notch again from this end to the other end. From there, I'm going to turn it on its right side like this. I'm also done ironing, guys. I'll then match the ends like this and then notch at the center. I'll leave this peplum aside for now and work on the waistband. With me here are 2 long waistbands. Ensure yours is twice your waist measurement. So now I'm going to find the centers of each waistband and notch for both. The next step, guys, is to match the notches on the waistband to that one on the peplum. Hope you all can see how I arranged the pieces. The peplum is in between the waistband pieces. While stitching, I'll start from the notch centers towards the ends. And I'll not stop stitching where the peplum ends. I'll continue with the same to the end of the band. After I'm done stitching, I'll cut out this excess and then stitch again on that side. This is what I have after stitching on the areas I explained earlier. I'll now turn the waistband on its right side and iron it flat. Ensure the red fabric cannot be seen on the black fabric after ironing. I'll also go ahead and fold on the open edge on both sides. I'll fold about half an inch only. And yeah, here is it, ironed flat. The next thing I'll do is to measure the size of the waistband, and in this case I have 1 3/4 inches. So now I'm going to take away the same measurement from the pinafore, and I'll just measure it, mark, and then draw a line. After that, I'll cut it all out. And I'm going to use only 1/4 inch for sewing since I didn't leave any allowance. The next thing I'll do is to find the center back by folding it and then notch. I'm also going to fold the peplum and also make a mark on the center. The final thing to do now is to match the notch with that mark on the peplum. I'm making sure the pinafore doesn't go deeper inside the waistband. After that, I'm going to make a top stitch there, because this is the easiest way to have a neat finish for a reversible pinafore top. I'll again do the same on the front side, but this time I'll put a mark at the end of the peplum. That's where I'll align the front part, then again make a top stitch. I'll also do the same on the other side. I'll go ahead with the top stitching till the end of the waistband. And yeah guys, here is the final look. Kindly subscribe, like and leave a comment.